What is going on, guys? It is Fortis here. Hope you're having a great day. We are in the middle of a pandemic right now, so hope everyone is staying safe out there. So today we're here to talk about territory capture and basically what it looks like on your server, because I'm sure it looks pretty different on everyone's server wherever they are. So let's take a look at the territory capture map on server 8. And we have a lot of territories here, a lot of colors, a lot of cool, colorful colors. And this territory capture map was, of course, empty at the beginning, but now it's relatively full, and we're kind of seeing how things are playing out. So let's first of all discuss what is happening on server 8 and what may be happening on your server too. Okay, so we have a bunch of territories here, and they're all differently color-coded. So for example, in my alliance, we have a bunch of territories here. So you can see the little lines, they're very faint lines, but they kind of mark the territories, kind of like right here in the center, right here too. So it does list, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've captured 4 territories so far, and they've been relatively easy to capture, although we did have some trouble, well, not trouble per se, but we did have some opposition in one of the territories. And it might be the same on your server too, that you might encounter some opposition, but that's okay, because this is what territory capture is all about. It's all about having fun in the galaxy. So you have a bunch of territories, and it's really fascinating to me to see how things play out. So for example, these two territories, these two green territories right here, we have Casein and its sister alliance, Casein 2. So basically, you have these two alliances under the same leadership working together to kind of capture territories. And let's see how many they've captured. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So both of these alliances will be working together to capture territories. And it's really fascinating to me to see how these alliances are working together. So we have Ramyu here, and they don't really have any allies, but they have managed to capture a majority of this corner map here. And don't forget that Ramyu are, of course, number 2 on server 8, so they're relatively high in power. But they have not needed any alliances. So depending on what alliance you are in, you may not need help in capturing territories in territory capture. Now, keep in mind that if you're in a lower level alliance, so what I mean by this, I mean a lower level alliance, which is below, I'd say below the 5th alliance. So if you're in any of these alliances down here, you may have trouble in capturing some of these territories, and actually, you might not have difficulty capturing the territory, but you may have difficulty holding onto the territory. And what do I mean by this? Well, this territory here, purple, it's part of our alliance now, but this past week, it was part of the Fate Alliance on server 8. So they had this territory, but because they didn't have any allies on the server, not really any allies, they were not able to excuse me, they were not able to hang on to the territory. And this can be said for this alliance here, Free. So Free also had this territory right here, and this was, of course, captured by Borg, which is the number 1 alliance on the server. So it really does matter which alliance you're in, whether you have allies or not, and whether you're utilizing those allies. So obviously over the next week, this is going to be some pretty interesting dynamics. I predict that Free could possibly lose this territory right here, possibly to Borg. That's what I'm thinking. Possibly to Borg. The Q they could have a shot, maybe not. But I think Borg may take this territory. And then where does that leave Free next week? Well, they can take this territory. They can take any other territory. But will they hang on to that territory? That is something to be seen. And it can be this is the same idea for all of the smaller alliances like Aegis, like AEQ. Unless you're merging alliances or working together, you're really going to have difficulty. I mean, for example, like my alliance, we're allies with LOC, we're part of the same group. So we're able to help each other during territory capture. So that is what you really need on your server. Like whatever server you're on, you need allies, you need sister alliances, or you need to merge alliances to take full advantage of territory capture, because it's really going to benefit you in getting these services such as like hull enhancers, for example, construction and efficiency enhancers, all of these really cool things which you need to kind of advance in the game. And even if you're not a pay to play player, you really need to engage in territory capture, and you need to be smart about it too. So that is it for now. Guys, territory capture is fascinating. I hope to do more of these videos as territory capture on my server progresses. But I would love to see what happens on your server. Discuss in the comments below. If you can post pictures, that's cool. But discuss what is happening on your server. What is really going on with the territories and the alliances, because it's no longer about the big alliances taking over territories. It's about making smart decisions and seeing what you can do with territories. All right, guys, that is it for now. Don't forget to, of course, like and subscribe to my content. And of course, stay safe out there. We are in the middle of a second wave of the pandemic. All right, guys, see ya.